So Frank, it's been quite a roller coaster. December 22, leasing activity was not very strong. But January 23, we're back on pace with December 19. I mean, is leasing activity what we should be looking at, or is it really absorption?
Well, I would say yes to both. On the demand side, we had nearly 4.5 million square feet of leasing activity. To your point, this is the strongest month since late 2019, and all it took were 2 separate leases over 500,000 square feet to close. So I think we found the answer.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. But on the absorption side, absorption was essentially flat. So you really have to look at the leasing, the absorption, the availability rate, and the asking rent to get the overall health of the market. And overall supply has increased nearly 70% since March 2020. So despite the strong leasing, we still have a ways to go to get us back to that market equilibrium.
Well, that's interesting, especially since some of those buildings were taken out of the denominator.
Yes, absolutely. We saw that towards the end of 2022 for New York Plaza, aka 25 Water Street. Nearly 1 million square feet of space came out of the availability because of that building's planned residential conversion. That continued into January 23. There was space that came out of the available inventory at 90 John Street because of that building's planned residential conversion. So that's something we're definitely watching throughout the rest of the year.
And some notable landlords have also made statements that there potentially could be more conversions.
Yes, I've heard about a few of those, so that is something that we will certainly watch for.
Well, on the street level, what we're seeing is that there are more tenants looking for cost-effective options, which could be a difference from the trend we were seeing over the last few years of this flight to quality. I mean, are you seeing that in the stats yet?
It's interesting. There's a bit of a dichotomy in the market. On the one hand, we saw in 2022 more deals close with starting rents north of $150 a square foot than any other time in the past decade. On the other hand, with more than 20 million square feet of sublet supply, it really creates a plethora of options for those value-seeking tenants. Case in point, the Revlon sublet space at 55 Water Street. This was subleased by Revlon in January. It was built, furnished sublet space, and priced below market average.
Well, it's a competitive marketplace, so we'll see what next month has in store.